This is my entry for the Monochrome Dreams StarSnap. Those of you who might not know, StarSnap is a DreamSnap-like competition run by Mr. Star and Sky on his website Starlight Dreamers. This week's challenge was to do a black and white shot, and I decided I wanted to do something kinda inspired by old black and white sci-fi movies. I knew I wanted to use the alien swirling saucers and surround it with trees to try and hide the ride elements. And you might have noticed that the edges of the screen are getting cut off. That's because I have a widescreen monitor and didn't realize the game reset my resolution before starting this snap. I do eventually notice and fix it, but it takes a while. So I was trying to make it feel like a forest, and was using two different colored fir trees, hoping to give it a little more texture when turned to grayscale, filling in with some ever after bushes, and adding some ever after trees, trying to fill in some of the empty holes and add a little variation to the forest. I liked the fairy tale tree and thought it could be fun to add, so I tried scattering in a few, but they didn't really fit in most places. I wanted to add a fallen log, but that one was a bit too big, so I was looking for the smaller one, and could have sworn there was one, but I couldn't find it. So I settled for adding some other rocks instead. Adding some golden felt cap mushrooms. I thought they looked cool, plus since they glow, I was hoping it might add an alien vibe. Scattering in some tangles ombre bushes to help with the untamed forest vibe. Adding some thorn vines for a little touch of spookiness. Adding some sunlit plateau grass for some texture when turned black and white. And quickly realizing it was the grass that had the variation I had been looking for my sunlit serenity snap, not the rocks. Scattering in some ferns and some butterfly flowers. Adding some white flower petals and some mud path, making it a more zigzag pattern, so it would be a little more interesting. Scooting the rocks over so there's a reason for the zigzag pattern, adding another rock to the back, adjusting the path to let a little more grass in, and trying to find something to put in that corner behind the thorn vine. And the sunlit grass is one of the few things that want to fit. Not sure about 3 of them, but leaving it for now. Back to trying to find that smaller log, but I still can't find it. So I give up and go grab the fallen log perch instead, scooting some things around to try and fit it in the back, but it doesn't want to. I'm not sure why I didn't want the red part showing, since it's all going to be black and white, so it's not like it's not going to match. But I got it in, and got the bush to block the red part. Considered adding the Mome Wraith living path, but it didn't feel right. Adding some fireflies, and I liked the idea of adding Stitch's red ship, since I was planning on having him in the shot anyway, and completely blocked the log I just made room for, twisting the ship a little, checking how it's looking. Not bad, but I want to have my character and Stitch closer to the camera, pushing him forward and getting in place. Finally realizing my screen is on the wrong settings, and fixing them. Checking how that looks. Trying out some poses, as I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I didn't mind the waving. The time bending stuff was interesting, but I still wasn't sure. Adjusting camera settings some more. Since I was using the third camera mode, I went in and out of the glider pose to get her to look at Stitch, to see if I liked that. And I wasn't sure. More camera setting tweaking, and something's feeling off, so I want to try switching poses using one of the glowing swirls, to try and get a glowing smoke on my character. I liked the added effect, but was still debating poses. And I kinda liked the hands on hips. I also kinda liked the glowing bird there. But the squirrel keeps dropping on the wrong side now, and I preferred it on the other side. So I want to scoot closer to Stitch to see if that helps. I also want to add another mushroom to the left, as it's feeling a bit dark and empty over there. So I scoot over and grab another mushroom and place it on the left. I also added a little more white flower petals to add some more texture to the ground. Getting a better angle, debating adding another mushroom by the thorn. I'm not sure about it, but I figured I'd try it for now. And added another grass patch to the back, checking how that's looking. The squirrel is dropping behind my character now, which I guess is better, but not what I wanted. It's also feeling like there might be a bit too many mushrooms on the left now. Adding more flower petals, hoping that if I place them right, they might get the squirrel to drop on the other side, and I almost forgot to get rid of one of the mushrooms. Checking if that helped. No. Scooting forward. Still dropping on the wrong side, and Stitch is pushed too far forward now. Pushing it back, trying again. Still not dropping on the left. trying to get closer to Stitch without pushing him too much. Trying again. And that looked better. Checking how it looks with the right settings. Not bad, but I want to scoot the foreground mushroom and thorn a little. You can't see the thorn anymore, but I kinda liked the mushroom there. So, now I just need to get a shot where I'm happy with the glow around my character, and the bird's wings, and Stitch isn't glaring at me. I'm pretty happy with that. And for those who might be wondering, this shot got rank 93. If you're curious, it took less than an hour to do this snap. I'll leave a link to the site in the description in case you want to check it out, or join me for the next challenge. Thank you for watching the video. Please like it if you found it at all helpful, and subscribe if you want to see more like this.